This video demonstrates one of the most important tasks of installing Stonetile. The skill can be compared to learning how to ski. There is a learning curve in how to perfect balance of the tools in your hands, shoulders, and your entire body. Now let's show you what you need to get the job done right. When you place your Stonetile order, add the Stonetile specific palette knives onto your list. This brand of caulking is the best and most effective to get a proper seal and installation. Now let's get started. Unscrew the tip and puncture the membrane of the caulking tube. Cut the tip about 1 inch from the end at a right angle as seen here. Now pump to fill the tip. Always keep your thumb on or near the release trigger, which stops the flow of caulking from your gun. As you prepare to start caulking, relax your stance. Your caulking gun should maintain a right angle vertically and horizontally to ensure the joint is filled properly. Reaching out and pulling the gun towards you is the easiest method. Always start at a tile intersection and stop or pause at the next intersection. Don't forget to release the trigger from your caulking gun as you stop. Learning the skill of keeping your gun at a right angle as you pump the caulking into the joint is critical in getting a proper caulking bead. See how only the arms are moving here. Remember, stop at a tile intersection if you need to reposition yourself, then continue caulking. It may take a little time to learn how to adjust the gun pressure when going slow or fast depending on the joint. As you are caulking, you will notice some tiles may protrude away from the wall more than others. You will need to adjust the caulking gun angle a little to ensure the caulking joint is filled properly, as seen here. Using a caulking gun is a skill, and we have found pulling the gun towards you either across, down, or up gives you the greatest control. Now prepping your tile for sanding. Here we show cutting a slot into an empty caulking tube in which you can clean caulking off your palette knife. As well, we suggest using a small paper roll that you can tear off and wipe your knife and dispose of in the empty tube. If you get a gob of caulking in a joint, you can use your palette knife to flatten it or scoop it out. Pushing the gob down will prevent the caulking from stringing along the tile. Now here's a bowl of dust-free sand. Use a good quality brush. A piece of vinyl siding makes a perfect drop sheet for catching the sand, which then can be reused. For scooping sand, use your brush like a spoon and load it up. Use the sand generously. It's important to sand only about 12 to 18 inches at a time, or caulking will end up in your brush. If that happens, dip your brush in the sand to seal the caulking in the brush, or you may need to clean your brush before proceeding. As you are in the sanding process, check for uneven joints. Some joints might need this treatment. Then you might need more sand again. Just a note, don't allow the caulking to sit for too long between applying the sand. The sand may not stick because the caulking has dried on the surface. We suggest sanding within 30 minutes. As seen here, you can recycle your sand. Now you can stand back and take a look at your beautiful wall. When caulking the various Stonetile moldings, we will use this same method. Joint sizes may vary. For best results, don't allow the joint size to get over 3/8 of an inch. When filling moldings, it is very different. You fill the joint to the very top. You will want it to resemble a welder's bead. Now you will take a large palette knife and you will scoop the excess caulking out of the joint. Make sure you don't get too much caulking on your palette knife before cleaning it. This will avoid smears. Now gently brush sand into the joint. Fill the joint and wipe it smooth. Tips: when working with caulking, it can lead to a sticky mess, so keep your tools clean. Often stop and wipe the caulking tip to keep it clean with paper. And if the caulking gets on the tile, clean it right away. An alcohol-based hand sanitizer we found is best for cleaning off the tile. Use a rag or paper towel. You can also learn how to use the palette knife to clean in tight spots. We suggest a little practice before you start. An old vinyl siding piece or a piece of drywall works great for practice. Make sure you make perfect ribbons by pulling the guns towards you. Here we see what happens when you hold the gun wrong. It's the angle of the gun to the tile which makes the caulking flow into the joint properly. This is a proper bead. Thank you for taking the time to learn the process of proper caulking techniques. For more information, contact stonetile.com.